Um, oh, sorry, sorry. Hi guys, welcome to the Ledactus P, and today we will be discussing about Atletico Madrid and Barcelona match, second leg match of Champions League last night. So guys, it was really amazing. Barcelona really tried their best for the remontada. They were at the top of the mountain at 24th minute till 20th minute and 19 second. The look at him. Look at the Yamal guy, aura farming like Messi, trying his level best, but that's not enough. Aura alert. Oh my god, aura alert. Setting like that, and then Pedri does a mistake. Llorente passes it to Griezmann, and then Griezmann crosses it to Lookman, and he scores 1-2. Yeah, Atletico Madrid 3, Barcelona 2 on aggregate. Afterwards, many things happened in the game. Uh, there were some half chances. There was an disallowed goal because of fair and big offside. That was a fair offside. There is no need for discussion on that. Uh, there was a red card. So I guess yeah. So this was the red card. As you can see, yeah, one must be saying the who's this guy? The Kunde is the last man, not this guy. Not Eric Garcia. But if you have seen the match, the touch started from here and Sorloth fell at here. So he was behind. Moreover, the thing with this is very simple. If uh, if the touch wouldn't have happened, what would be the result? So if there was no touch, if Sorloth didn't fall, it was obvious he was going to score. Yeah, John Garcia might have saved it, but obviously he was going to shoot. So this is a perfect. I mean, it was like you cannot deny the fight by the red card. And even if they were crying about even if I have seen many Barcelona fans crying about uh this shouldn't be a red card. What do they have to say about this ridiculous thing? This happened after the red card was given, and this was a clear, um, like, this was a clear handball, and I don't know why referee didn't check. So you could say both of the sides were favored here and there, and which side played better, if you ask me? I think Barcelona really played better till 30 minutes, till this nuisance. Barcelona really played better. But afterwards, I don't know what happened to them, especially with Petri. I will discuss on Petri more. Let us just check out the ratings from the last night, right? Oh, wow. Hmm. So, Petri 7.4. We all know it was a stinker of the highest sort. Let us just go to hit central, and you must have posted about. He must have posted about the stingers of Pedri, zero tackles, zero dribbles, two big chances created for Athletic. That Lukman goal was clear on Pedri. He left the man unmarked and Loriente passed it to Griezmann and yeah, it was a clear Pedri mistake. Zero shot. So we have to discuss about Pedri. Like what like is he really the best? Like they always say. Okay, yeah, yeah. Here the ratings are a bit justified, but this is clear bullshit. Delhi almost ate okay because of assists. He missed big chances. Uh, John Martin 7.7. What is this guy saying? Kunde. I mean, how can everyone get seven and the winning team get less? Like this is bullshit. Alvarez, Griezmann, they were really good with the runs, especially Griezmann. How is Griezmann 6.3? What? What is this? I think Barcelona does something with the rating because Griezmann was really good now the last night he created. He he also provided the assist. Okay, so Griezmann to Lorente and then look, and that what happened, I guess. Yeah. So these rating won't change the result as well, and I will also talk about some other thing. I will talk about a dog named Gavi. Uh, Gavi elbowed this person. I don't know his name, and uh, I don't know. I have seen it a lot. Gavi is a really. I don't know why he's hyped. Like uh, in Spain, uh, they portray him as a prince or something, which is really ridiculous. And his football IQ is zero, and all he does is elbows people. I've seen it a lot, and today also he deliberately elbows people and then does this kind of bullshit. I don't know why uh why no yellow card was given to it. Wait a second. Let me check if the yellow was given to him or not. Okay, yeah, it was given. Yeah, so yellow was given, but it was actually a red card worthy foul. He just this elbow thing is really ridiculous. Gavi, I don't know why he's hyped in the Catalonia. They are just they have to move on from a they have to move on to a different guy. He's just as this picture would have gone. Yeah, it has to something like this. A very humiliation. All of the Barcelona fans, even the players, they tried to copy the gimmick of Man City fans. Man City fans first did that glasses and glasses with the earphone trend, and these Barca fans copied it all through the internet. And yeah, the generational aura loss they have suffered is immense. And hope they learn from this. So many people must be asked to where is Barca actually going wrong here and what they could do to improve. First of all, the reason, I mean, the highlight tactic is really great. It's really great. But the issue is, wait a second, yeah, okay, the highlight tactic is really great. Atletico really fought well. Uh, okay. Also talking about the two Barca goals. First Barca goal was a total fluke. It was a like poor back pass from one of the defenders of Divine Yamal's landed it. Then second also again same thing. Yeah, same thing happened. A poor back pass. So you might give credit to the high pressing there, but then again you are not really creating that good chances to do it, let us just see the XG. I think XG wise Barca will be ahead because they had more, what do you say? They had more positions also, and also expecting. But still, there's similar time of shots and seven big chances missed. Okay, two big chances were missed by Atletico. Fouls committed, 15 corners. So they have to do it. And Barca also have to improve on their set pieces. I saw, I don't know who was it, who was taking the set pieces. Furman was taking the set pieces. Ferrari, like they have to, they had to have a player of an authority to take the set pieces. Lamine Yamal has to learn to take the set pieces. Or I don't know that it should be done. It should be done. They should learn. Even Pedri would take up set pieces. Your Cole Palmer takes set pieces for the Chelsea. So and for the Arsenal, sorry for yeah, for Arsenal. So Bozla take these set pieces. So sorry for the Liverpool. So Bozla take these set pieces. For us, with Declan Rice is to take the set pieces. Or midfielders can also take the set pieces. And the players with such authority should step forward there and take the set pieces, because when uh, when a normal player takes a set piece and he skies it to the fans, he skies it to the stand, the whole momentum breaks and also the morale goes down. So that has to be taken care of. So that was all about the Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid match. And yeah, tonight is the big night of the big European giants, 6 Champions League title versus 15 Champions League title. It will be a hell of a game. It will be a hell of a game. Uh, and uh, yeah, and moreover, we have Pedri. Honestly, for me, Pedri is a really good player. He's a good mover of ball. But the thing is, sometimes he tries to overdo it, and instead of creating forward passes, he sometimes tries to. But I mean, sorry, instead of controlling the game, he sometimes tries to go with the flow of the Hansi Flick, which is, I think, quite wrong. Pedri, before the Hansi Flick was also great. He used to control the ball, and then he used to pass the ball to the key player, and they used to score. So Pedri should opt for that, and also he has to improve his goal scoring or assist giving, uh, assist giving opportunities, because he has the potential and he is being compared to the likes of Jude Bellingham. Times I Sometimes I call Jude Bellingham with that you are not even good enough like Pedri, but then I see the stats, I am amazed, like what the hell? Why I'm comparing a player like Jude Bellingham with Pedri? Like the Jude Bellingham is so physically strong. He snatches the ball in your D and then runs and runs and runs and passes to the Vinicius or Mbappe, and then they score. It is so beautiful to see it when that happens. So yeah, and well, I mean, he did dribble really well. He did amazing. But again, you have to be humble. I know, even as a Ronaldo fan, I know, yeah, I mean, Baki. But see, you have to be humble because you have to be humble with how you portray your things. Like this was really unnecessary. It Here, let me tell you the context also. Here, the Fermin was injured. He was bleeding from here, and instead of, I guess, I don't know, checking him out, he went there to take a corner. You all know what he was trying to do. His forearm of farming movements are very artificial, but he's still 18-year-old. He will definitely learn. And yeah, also they say, what did they say? Uh, they say, yeah, Ronaldo was also outspoken in the conference. Let me tell you one piece. Ronaldo only used to speak like that when he was provoked. During the Juventus versus Atletico Madrid, uh, Ron- in the first leg, 2-0 Atletico, uh, he was booed a lot. And he was like, he was heard a lot of abuses. And you know the level of abuses at those times. Good, it was really bad. So, in response to that, he said, "I have 5 Champions League trophy, and you guys have none." This is what he said, and he extended on it. And then in the conference, he came that I am ready for the comeback, but I need the fans. I need the fans for the comeback, and hope you guys will give it. So that is the whole story. And then he did what he did: 3-0, one header, sorry, two headers, and what you say, two headers and one penalty. Beautiful, 3-2 comeback. The mouth of the Simeone and Atletico fans were shut tight. So that was the Ronaldo. Here he does things unprovoked. He tries to do over the change. First of all, he changes instead. He put the LeBron James comeback photo, and then some other gimmicks, and then this. These kind of things, when they get into a head, na, it it always ruins the whole. It always ruins the whole recipe of whatever you are going to cook, or whatever you're cooking. You're cooking really good. Look at this. They were cooking really good. And then they went from just one Atletico Madrid and to over. It's over. So that was all about this game. Barcelona, 12 years, they haven't seen any glory in Europe, and they have to they have to move up. They have to move up. What if the Atletico Madrid just wins the whole tournament? I have to say Real Madrid, then Atletico Madrid, and then Barcelona from there. Because see, La Liga, the domestic trophies, yeah, it matters. It really matters. But do you really say, uh, oh, it, like, do we really count Bundesliga trophies of Bayern? No, we don't. We count. We we count their presence and their dominance in the Champions League trophy. The six titles they have, they have won in 2020 also. So that is what counts in the bigger picture, in the main picture. So hard luck Barcelona fans, and yeah, like, really impressed by the Simeone. Despite 1-2 nil in the just 28 minutes, he kept his composure, and his players kept his composure. They kept fighting, and they won. So yeah, thank you, thank you for listening.